صلى على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليكم. Inshallah, tonight I'll be reading the first 3 pages of Surah Taha. صلى على محمد وآل محمد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. طه ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلى الرحمن على العرش استوى له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وما بينهما وما تحت الثرى وإن تجهر في القول فإنه يعلم السر وأخفى الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى. فهل أتاك حديث موسى إذ رأى نارا فقال لأهلهم كثوا إني آنست نارا لعلي آتيكم منها بخبر أو أجد على النار هدى فلما أتاها نودي يا موسى إني أنا ربك فاخلع عليك إنك بالوادي المقدس طوى وأنا اخترتك فاستمع لما يوحى إنني أنا الله لا إله إلا أنا فاعبدني وأقم الصلاة لذكري إن الساعة آتية أكاد أخفيها لتجزى كل نفس بما تسعى فلا يصدنك عنها من لا يؤمن بها واتبع هواه فتردى وما تلك بيمينك يا موسى قال هي عصاي أتوكأ عليها وأهش بها على غنمي ولي فيها مآرب أخرى قال ألقها يا موسى فألقاها فإذا هي حية تسعى قال خذها ولا تخف سنعيدها سيرتها الأولى واضمم يدك إلى جناحك تخرج بيضاء من غير سوء آية أخرى لنريك من آياتنا الكبرى اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي أشدد به أزري وأشركه في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا قال قد أوتيت سؤلك يا موسى ولقد مننا عليك مرة أخرى إذ أوحينا إلى أمك ما يوحى أن اقذفيه في التابوت فاقذفيه في اليم فليلقه اليم بالساحل يأخذه عدو لي وعدو له وألقيت عليك محبة مني ولتصنع على عيني إذ تمشي أختك فتقول هل أدلكم على من يكفله فرجعناك إلى أمك كي تقر عينها ولا تحزن وقتلت نفسا فنجيناك من الغم وفتناك فتونا فلبثت سنين في أهل مدينة ثم جئت على قدر يا موسى واصطنعتك لنفسي اذهب أنت وأخوك بآياتي ولا تنيا في ذكري اذهبا إلى فرعون إنه طغى فقولا له قولا لينا لعله يتذكر أو يخشى قالا ربنا إننا نخاف أن يفرط علينا أو أن يطغى قال لا تخافا إنني معكما أسمع وأرى فأتياه فقولا إنا رسولا ربك فأرسل معنا بني إسرائيل ولا تعذبهم قد جئناك بآية من ربك والسلام على من اتبع الهدى إنا قد أوحي إلينا أن العذاب على من كذب وتولى قال فرعون فمن ربكما يا موسى قال ربنا الذي أعطى كل شيء خلقه ثم هدى صدق الله العلي العظيم صلوات.
Thank you very much, Sayyid Ali, for that beautiful recitation. May Allah bless you and your family. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My honorable and respected dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to extend my deepest condolences to the Imam of our time, Imam al-Mahdi. May God hasten his reappearance. And I would like to extend my condolences to each and every one of you here tonight as we've gathered to commemorate the Arba'een of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Before we begin the program, I would like to make a couple short announcements, a few rather, beginning with the Ziyarat of Light, the Journey of Light, the Ziyarat trip, which will begin December 23rd, 2019 until January 6th, 2020, which will be during the Christmas break, by the Honorable Imam of the Center, Dr. Sayyid Mustafa Al-Ghazwini, who will be leading the group. You can get a flyer outside and you'll be visiting Najaf, Araq, Karbala, and Mashhad and Qom. And Samara, and Qadamiyya. Yeah, so all the Ziyarat Atabat. So you'll be going all to all those holy places. Please keep me in the community in your du'as if you decide to go there. Next up, this majlis, the majlis of the Arba'een, beginning tonight, will extend until Saturday night. It will begin at 7 p.m. Tonight and tomorrow night, the program will be in English. However, on Saturday, the program will be in Arabic. And inshallah, tomorrow we'll also have Salatul Jum'ah at 1 p.m. sharp. Next weekend, the 26th and 27th of October, will be commemorating Wafatul Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, and the wafat of Imam Ali ibn Musa Rida alayhi salam, and that program will also begin at 7 o'clock sharp. Lastly, I would like to talk about an initiative that we've been working on for the last few months, and that's the Ahlul Bayt initiative. This is something that we started a few months ago, and alhamdulillah, we have a lot of dedicated organizers, members, and volunteers from this lovely community that have participated in many of the events and organized a lot of the events. And the main goal of establishing such a group has been to really do some more outreach in the community. Obviously, the number one goal that we have is to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. However, we would also like to be more involved with the non-Muslim community, around us in the Orange County community. And our primary focus is to serve the homeless and the needy people. In addition to that, we also want to be involved within the community as well, to do different things such as helping people with marriage, helping people who, assist our brothers and sisters within this community and other Muslim communities to help them find jobs. So those are a few things that we're currently working on. However, the reason why I'm making this announcement, and if you're interested in joining and participating and being a part of this group, please, you're more than welcome to talk to me more about it, and I'd be happy to share more information as far as that is concerned. But we are actually planning a food drive for this coming month of November to help and feed the homeless. So if you would like to participate, whether by volunteering or just donating for us to buy the food items to distribute, you can see myself. You can also see some of our honorable sisters, Sana, Sister Najat, Sister Khadija. And if you have any money that you would like to donate for this initiative, or if you would like to volunteer, please you're more than welcome to talk to any one of us. Without further ado, I would like to welcome the Honorable Imam of the Center. Please help me welcome Samahat Sayyid Mustafa Al-Qazwini to the podium with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أنبياء الله جميعا وعلى سيدهم وخاتمهم حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد، وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. صلى الله عليك يا رسول الله، صلى الله عليك يا أبا عبد الله، يا رحمة الله الواسعة، ويا باب نجاة الأمة، ويا عبرة كل مؤمن ومؤمنة. يا ليتنا كنا معكم فنفوز فوزا عظيما. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. من المؤمنين رجال صدقوا ما عاهدوا الله عليه. من المؤمنين رجال صدقوا ما عاهدوا الله عليه، فمنهم من قضى نحبه ومنهم من ينتظر وما بدلوا تبديلا. Refresh your souls and your sessions with a loud salawat for Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. There are numerous significances and benefits and meanings to the occasion of the Arba'in, and specifically to the ziyarah of the Arba'in, the visitation of Imam Hussein on this occasion. The most important meaning and connotation of this occasion, the 40th, 40 days, 40 nights after the martyrdom of Imam Hussein, is that we refresh, we renew our covenant, our allegiance, our connection, our relationship with Ahlul Bayt in general, and with Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wassalam, specifically with Imam Hussein alayhi salam. It's a covenant renewal. You have to renew your covenant from time to time. You have to renew your allegiance. Don't we renew our driver's license? We have to renew it. We have to renew the license that we have, the relationship we have to Ahlul Bayt. It should not get stagnant. You have to reboot this relationship from time to time. And the Arba'in is the best occasion for that. 40 days after the departure of Imam Hussein on the day of Karbala. This is the most important message of this occasion. And therefore, my friends, how do we renew this covenant? Through what? What do we do? Beside the ziyarah, even when we go for the ziyarah, what does that ziyarah mean for us? We have to stand with Imam Hussein. This renewal of this covenant means that I am continuing his path. I am pledging to him and to his grandfather, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and to our Lord Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that I am going to maintain, to protect, to promote the message of Imam Hussein, the voice of Imam Hussein, the tradition of Imam Hussein, the spirit of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. It has to remain always fresh in our communities, in our homes. The voice of Hussein, when you say labbaik ya Hussein, this labbaik has to reverberate not just during Muharram and Safar, not just during these special days and nights, but throughout 365 days and nights. Our hearts, not just the tongue, but the heart, the spirit, the soul, every cell in our body has to cry, has to scream, labbaik ya Hussein. In our homes, in our schools, in our mosques, in our markets, with our friends, with our family members, with our acquaintances, we have to renew this and say labbaik ya Hussein, because Hussein stood for the universal justice. Hussein stood for the humanity. Hussein does not belong to a creed or a group or a geography. Hussein belongs to the whole universe, to everyone who's suffering today, whether this suffering is political, is economic, he's hungry, he's lonely, he's sick, he has a problem. Whoever is suffering today, no matter what is the reason of that suffering, his inspiration, his solution, his leader is Imam Hussein alayhi salam. As long as we keep Hussein alive in our communities, in our homes, not just the mosque, when people come to your house, they should realize that you are in a state of mourning, but positive mourning, a mourning that resurrects you, a mourning that induces you with life, with dignity, with hope. As long as we connect to Imam Hussein, we will be safe. Believe me, whether we are individuals or families or communities or countries or societies, we will be dignified. Enemies cannot take advantage of you. Enemies cannot defeat you. They cannot break you if you are connected to Imam Hussein. So what are the ways? I'm going to mention 3 ways. I call them the 3 connectors. 3 connectors to Imam Hussein alayhi salam. We have 3 main connectors, 3 main dimensions where we can relate to Imam Hussein. We can follow him. We can be loyal to him. When we say labbaik, it means Hussein, I am here. I'm your soldier. I'm your servant. You have enlisted me in your army. I want to help the humanity just like you did 1400 years ago. So 3 ways, 3 connectors. The first one, the first connector to Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam is your emotions, your heart, your spirit that you carry. It has to be connected to them. Shi'atuna minna. Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salatu wassalam says, this community is our family. Imam al-Sadiq says the community. Shia means followers. Our followers are our family. Minna. They are part of us. خُلِقُوا مِنْ فَاضِلِ طِينَتِنَا. They've been created from the same substance, same soil that we've been created from. خُلِقُوا مِنْ فَاضِلِ طِينَتِنَا. يَفْرَحُونَ لِفَرَحِنَا وَيَحْزَنُونَ لِحُزْنِنَا. They become happy for our happiness, for our celebrations, and they become sad. They become sad for our sadness, for our tragedies. This is how you connect yourself. Emotionally, you are with them. You remember them every day. It's so beautiful that when you finish your prayers, even if you are alone at home, to stand for 1 minute, say Assalamu alayka ya Rasulullah. السلام على ابنتك الطاهرة فاطمة الزهراء. السلام على أخيك وابن عمك علي أمير المؤمنين. السلام على ولديك الحسن والحسين الشهيدين المظلومين. And then you remember the names of the Imams. علي ibn al-Husayn, Muhammad ibn Ali, Ja'far ibn Muhammad, Musa ibn Ja'far, Ali ibn Musa, Muhammad ibn Ali, Ali ibn Muhammad, Al-Hasan ibn Ali, wal-Khalaf al-Hadi al-Mahdi. Believe me when you say this, even if you say it silently in your heart, you get attached to them. Immediately you get connected to them. You don't want to leave them. Because these names inspire you. These names are the most beautiful names God created in this universe. Those are role models. Those are leaders that God brought from heaven for us. These are examples, human examples, who will show us the way, the road. So we have to be connected emotionally. Through tears, my friends, you can't believe how much your tears has power and influence, and how much your tears, the tears of the oppressed, the tears that comes from the bottom of your heart, the tears that are not for the dunya, you are not shedding. Your tears are valuable. Don't shed tears for the dunya. It's not worth it, believe me. It's not worth it to be sad for the dunya. It's not worth it to be sad for something material that you lost. لِكَيْ لَا تَأْسَوْا عَلَى مَا فَاتَكُمْ. This is the wording of the Quran. Quran says it's not worth it to regret, even to be sad for something material that you missed. You shouldn't. Yes, we regret if we lose something spiritual. We regret if we are not doing enough for our God, for our religion, or for the humanity. And therefore, these drops of tears, simple drops of tears, they create miracles for Imam Hussein and for his family. This is why those regimes who murdered Imam Hussein, the Umayyad, and after them the Abbasid, and later on many Khilafats who came one after the other, they did not allow people to cry for Imam Hussein. Weapon, powerful weapon against tyranny, against corruption, against dictatorship, against deviation, against satanic forces in this universe, in this life. So they feared it. They said, you cannot cry. Mamnu'. You can do anything else. Cry for anything else, but not for Hussein. And they did not allow the people to go and visit. People could go anywhere. They had the freedom to go anywhere except the shrine of Imam Hussein in Karbala. And people had to pay high price. People used to lose their limbs. They will cut off their limbs, their arms, their feet, their legs. Sometimes they chop off their heads as a taxation. If you want to go and visit, you have to lose your arms. And they demolished the grave of Imam Hussein. No house. Can you imagine the tyrant? The tyrant fears even the grave. They murdered Imam Hussein. They crushed him. No bones in Imam Hussein was safe. No single bone. But then, after his burial, they feared him. They feared his grave. They feared his dust. This is the power of Imam Hussein. They said to people, you can't go and visit. They will murder people for that. They had checkpoints on the nights of before Arba'in, checkpoints, and they search the caravans. Whoever is moving to the direction of Karbala, if they know they are going for ziyarah, they get arrested, they get punished, persecuted. Why? Because Imam Hussein is the source of inspiration. Imam Hussein is the source of revolution against those corrupt people. They feared him. So we have to continue these tears. These tears are not signs of weakness. These tears, your tears, are signs of dignity, are signs of resurrection. These are signs of power and energy. These are signs of change and transformation. Some people think that crying is something negative. No. You know, even recent research and surveys and studies say that crying is something positive. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed of crying. Crying is even healthy for your body and your psyche, your mind too. Crying reduces stress. Crying refreshes your spirit. Crying makes you more energized, more determined. Imagine if you cry, normally cry is positive, let alone when you cry for the cause of the humanity. When you cry for the cause of God. God speaks about the prophets. You know what he says about prophets in this book, in our book? He says those great prophets, they were weepers. Weepers. You know weepers? Weepers when someone constantly weeps. Constantly weeps. Not once a week or once a month. Constantly. إذا تتلى عليهم آيات الرحمن خروا سجدا وبكيا. Every single day they weep. This is a sign of energy. This is a sign of transformation. This is a sign that you are connected to God. And I'm going to speak a little bit more about weeping tomorrow during the Friday prayers. I'm going to mention hadith of the Prophet regarding the virtue and the benefit of someone who weeps. But don't weep for the dunya. Preserve your tears for something which is much more worthy, which is akhirah. When you weep for the akhirah, when you weep because people are not doing well, not doing good, not following the path, then these tears and this type of weeping is positive. It will re-energizes you. But of course, my friend, in the past, dam'ah, the tears, was the only weapon. Today, alhamdulillah, the followers of Ahlul Bayt, they have other means of power. They have strength, physical strength. They are organized. And we have to support our cause not just with the tears. Tears are positive and needed. But also, we have to give our souls. We have to give our money. We have to give our time. Amir al-Mu'mineen says, a community that abandons jihad, فَمَا تَرَكَ قَوْمٌ الْجِهَادَ إِلَّا ذَلُّ. When a community does not want to give, does not want to contribute, does not want to change, does not want to get engaged, does not want to participate to change the country, the society, the people, those people are going to be disgraced. Those type of people are going to be bankrupt. فَمَا تَرَكَ قَوْمٌ الْجِهَادَ إِلَّا ذَلُّ. They're going to be disgraced. Look at nations around you. I don't want to mention names. You are intelligent people. Look at nations. Look at nations who continued their jihad, their struggle. No one can take advantage of them. They freed their land. They freed their societies. They freed themselves from slavery, from occupation, from invasion. But communities who do not want to struggle, communities who submit to the tyrants, to the invaders, to the occupiers, they are not enjoying their life. They are not enjoying. Life has no meaning, has no merit, has no taste if you live under tyranny. If you live under a foreign power. Foreign power dictates what you have to do and what you're not to do. This is not freedom. This is not dignity. This is the difference. There are some nations who given to mata'ud dunya. the cheap materials of this life. Just give them food. That's it. Once you give them food, they are satisfied. They are not worried about who's leading them, which direction this leader is taking them. Even if he takes them to Jahannam, it's okay. God says in this book, Pharaoh is taking his community to the hellfire. يَقْدِمُ قَوْمَهُ. About Pharaoh, God says in this book, يَقْدِمُ قَوْمَهُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ فَأَوْرَدَهُمُ النَّارِ وَبِئْسَ الْوِرْدُ الْمَوْرُودِ. He is taking them to the worst place. He's leading them, and they are okay with that, just because they had food. But they didn't have dignity. Imam Hussein had food, plenty of food, but he said, I'm not created for food. Yes, we need the food to continue living, but this food is not our goal. Our goal is much higher than food and a drink. Our goal is much higher than shelter or job or money or clothing. We are here for a higher purpose, a higher reason. We are here to free the people, to have a beautiful life based on justice. When people love each other, when people help each other, when people rush to save each other. This is our highest purpose in this life. When we are true citizens of God's kingdom. Imagine if you are a teacher, you go to your classroom. You have 40 kids, 30 kids in your classroom. If those kids are not listening, are disobedient, they don't pay attention, they create commotion, are you going to enjoy this classroom, this school? You are not going to enjoy it. You are going to leave with frustration. But if kids are listening to you, they are respectful, they pay attention, they do good, they help each other, they respect each other, you will be the happiest teacher. You will be the happiest teacher. Let's make our Lord the happiest Lord when we help each other, when we stand with each other. This is the message of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So today we have to help Imam Hussein. Help him emotionally. Your heart should be connected to him. Ahlul Bayt, they are asking for your tears. But what type of tears? Tears that has no purpose? No. Tears that has no reason? No. Tears with understanding. Tears with determination. Constructive tears. Reasonable tears. Inspiring tears. This is what they want you to do. This is what Imam Hussein asked. This is what Imam Hussein says when he says, أَنَا قَتِيلُ الْعَبْرَةِ. I have been murdered and I want people to weep for me. Just to weep? No, to weep. With this weeping, there are changes coming. We make a pledge. While you weep, you say, I'm going to change myself. I'm going to change my society. I'm going to change my family. I'm going to be the best father. I'm going to be the best mother. I'm going to be the best citizen. Weeping that instigates change and transformation. So this is the first connector, the emotional one. What is the second connector to Imam Hussein alayhi salam? How do we continue his path? How do we remain loyal to him? The second one is the intellectual connector. My friends, if we are asked why God created the Prophet and his family, Ahlul Bayt, what was their main characteristic? They have many different qualities, hundreds of qualities. But the top one is knowledge, is understanding. They used their brain. They used their reason. They were rational. They were rational people. This book is a book that advocates rationality. This book that speaks highly, it's a book that speaks highly about reason. لِأُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ. Many times God in this book says those who are successful are the one who use their reason, their aql. Imam Hussein wants us to discover him and follow him through aql, through reason, not just mere emotions. I always say this, There is a big difference between following God and Islam and the Prophet Muhammad and his family through family heritage, because you have bequeathed this from your family, because your family passed down to you Islam or Shi'ism, therefore you are Shia. But had it been something else, you would have been someone else too. 99.9% of the people today, when they are Christians or Jews or Hindus or Shias or Sufis or Sunnis or whatever, they are Shias because their families are Shia. They are Sunnis because their families are Sunnis. They are Catholic because they belong to a Catholic family. How many of people say, no, listen, I don't care what my mother is. I don't care what my father is. God has given me reason, aql. I have to use my brain. There is a difference between being a Muslim through inheritance, wiratha, inheritance. You inherit that from your parents. Or, what is the second one? Discovery. You are a Muslim, you are a Shia through discovery, through research, through conviction, through understanding. You did not become, maybe your parents, they provide you with knowledge. It's good. It's good. They show you the way. But to continue that way, you have to do it yourself. Maybe God puts your parents in front of you so they can lead you to the way. But they should not be the reason why you are still moving on that way. You have to do it yourself. You have to do it yourself. Therefore, my friends, God says in the Quran, God says, I present two examples, two parables, two examples. أَفَمَنْ يَمْشِي مُكِبًّا عَلَى وَجْهِهِ أَهْدَى أَمَّنْ يَمْشِي سَوِيًّا عَلَى صِرَاطٍ مُسْتَقِيمٍ. Which one is better? Which one is more guided? Which one is more fruitful? Is it the one that he's moving on a path while he's closing his eyes? He doesn't see his way. Or the one who knows the path very well. He knows why he's on this path. Which one is better? God says definitely the second one. The second one, the one who knows. We have to research, my friends. We have to research all aspects of our religion. If you believe in God and someone asks you, why do you believe in God? The answer should not be emotional answer. If you say this to God on the day of judgment, because my mother told me God exists, God says, I don't accept that from you. I'm asking you, not asking your mother. You have to tell me why. Maybe your mother, she taught you, which is very good. But you have to do the discovery yourself. And about other aspects of Islam, the same. My friends, we have to allocate certain hours per day, every single day, to research about our religion. We have to study. There is no excuse that I don't have a book today. I don't have a library. I don't have a teacher. Everything is available. Look at social media. People waste hours and hours and hours every single day to speak to people left and right. Left and right. Look at how many hours some people spend on Instagram just to check what this family, this individual they ate today, what type of cake they had for their birthday, what type of a dress they had for their, shower, their, baby shower, wedding shower, whatever shower. How many hours? How many hours we spend? How many hours we waste? How many hours? God says, I'm going to ask you about these times that you are spending in your life. On the day of judgment, no one can move, not even a single step. حتى يسأل عن أربع. Number one سؤال, number one question, عن عمره فيما أفناه. How did you spend these 8 years? Tell me. Break them down. How did you spend your days, your weeks, your months, your years? How? You have to provide an answer. This life is not free. God has given you this life for a reason. for a reason. And if you do not appreciate that reason, God is going to hold you accountable. So we have to study. Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salatu wassalam says, لَوَدَدْتُ لَوْ أَنِّي ضَرَبْتُ رُؤُوسَ أَصْحَابِي بِالسِّيَاطِ حَتَّى يَتَفَقَّهُ فِي الدِّينِ. I wish I can physically discipline my disciples, physically discipline them so I can force them to go and study and learn. Can you imagine? Of course he wouldn't do that, but this is a metaphor. It's a metaphor. Imam al-Sadiq is not going to discipline anyone, but this is a metaphor that this is emergency, this is needed. This is a necessity to study. It's a necessity to allocate certain hours a day. You can read books today. You have to research, my friends. On your desk you have to have several books. Several books. Enjoy your day, your time when you research, when you learn something new. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He says, may that day, the day that passes by, and I don't get a chance to learn, may that day not be a blessed day for me. That is a bad day. That is an unfortunate day for me. If the day passes by and I don't learn something fresh, something new. This is our Prophet. This is our Prophet. The same Prophet says, Midadul ulama. Midad is the ink in your pen. Midadul ulama afdalu min dima'i shuhada. Worthier, more valuable, more important than the blood of martyrs. Why? Because ulama are the one who resurrect the ummah, the nation, the community. If we don't have scholars, we are not going to have martyrs. Nobody is going to give his soul, his life for the sake of religion. It is because of the ulama who inspire the masses. Ulama who bring your attention to this important thing that you have to give. Ulama are the one who inspire the ummah. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, لَعَالِمٌ وَاحِدٌ. One scholar. أَشَدُّ عَلَى إِبْلِيسِ. More dangerous to Satan. أَشَدُّ عَلى إِبْلِيسِ مِنْ أَلْفِ عَابِدٍ. Than 1,000 worshipper. Why? Because he says the reason. He says, لِأَنَّ الْعَابِدَ لِنَفْسِهِ. When you worship to serve yourself, to satisfy yourself. وَالْعَالِمَ لِغَيْرِهِ. But the scholar, when he studies, when he preaches, he's preaching for others, not for himself. This is the difference. We have to study. Don't tell me I am 70 years old, it is too late. Nothing is too late. Nothing is too late. Do you know that during Layali al-Qadr, the holiest nights, the nights of destiny, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ خَيْرٌ مِنْ أَلْفِ شَهْرٍ. Someone comes to the Imam and he says to him, what is the best type of ibadah during these nights? How many rak'ah? How many du'as? How many verses of the Quran? Imam says, talabul ilm, seeking knowledge, is the best type of worship. Because you cannot change yourself. I can't change myself if I am ignorant. I can't change myself if I am unaware. I need knowledge. I need ma'rifah. And Ahlul Bayt are the pioneers of knowledge. Pioneers of ilm and ma'rifah and understanding and intellectuality. So let's follow them, my friends. This is how we connect with Imam Hussein. As an example, let me give you this example. Many people tell us, why do you say labbaika ya Hussein? Why even you say ya Hussein? What is the answer? Do you have an answer? An answer that is based on this book, huh? Not any answer. An intellectual, rational, logical answer. Do we have an answer? What do we say? Someone comes to you, you're a friend, imagine you're a friend, and he wants to learn. He says, I hear you saying, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Aba Abdullah, labbaik Ya Hussein. Why do you say this? This is shirk. This is heresy. So what is the answer? If we don't have knowledge, can we answer this? We can't, my friends. We fail. Believe me, we fail. And when you fail, it's not good, not just for you, for your religion, for your school, for your tradition. You have to bring a convincing answer. Convincing answer. Now, of course, some people, even if Prophet Muhammad appears to them and give them the answer, they would not accept. Ta'assub. This is radicalism. This is bigotry. We don't speak about those people. Normal people, reasonable people. You have to give the answer. So what is the answer? The answer is that we have two types of forces and powers in this life. One is your force, your power as a human. The second is what? The divine. The divine. Okay? And the divine force also is divided into two sections. Al-Qudra al-Ghaybiyya. The divine power of God also has two sections. One of them is muktasaba from God, given by God. The second is independent from God. That is the difference between Iman and Kufr. Very simple. If you believe that Imam Ali or the Prophet or Imam Hussein, their divine power that they have is with God's permission, God has given this power to them, muktasaba, taken from God, generated by God, given to them by God. This is exactly faith, the core of faith, the core of Iman. I'll bring you a witness from this book. But if you believe that Hussein or Ali or Muhammad or whoever, they work independently from God, it has nothing to do with God. Hussein can help me, irrelevant of God. Whether God says yes or no, then this is shirk, this is heresy. And the answer is very simple. Many chapters, many pages in this book differentiates between Iman on the one hand and Kufr, heresy, on the other hand. What are these verses? When God speaks about Iman, He says, bi'idhnillah. Jesus resurrects the dead with God's permission. God has given Him this divine power. He's not working independent from God. But when it is min dunillah, they ask, the pagans used to ask their idols, min dunillah, has nothing to do with God, then this is shirk, this is heresy. Bi'idhnillah is faith, min dunillah is what? It's heresy. One day, I was speaking to a scholar during the Hajj season. He said to me, what did you ask the Prophet here? I said, I asked many things. He said, give me an example. I said, I asked him for the healing. Some people, they wanted me to mention their name. Shifa, healing. He said, but Muhammad, simple Muhammad, not a prophet. Muhammad does not have a medical equipment, to treat people. He doesn't have a hospital. He doesn't have medicine. So how do you ask, where is your brain? He was telling me, where is your brain? You ask someone who doesn't have medical equipment to give you healing? Allahu Akbar. I took the Quran. I said, God says in this book that Jesus resurrected the dead. Did Jesus have hospital or a clinic or medical equipment or medicine? How did He resurrect the dead? How did He heal the sick? Through medicine? He gave them medicine? Not medicine. Look at this book. Through prayers. Through God. So you can do, sometimes God says you can heal through medicine, physical medicine, chemical medicine, and sometimes through my spirit, my permission. Because I am the one who gives sickness, and I am the one who gives healing. When I gave him this answer, he said, Sheikh, I have to leave now. Assalamu alaikum. We have to bring, this book has all the answers, but we need someone who's open-minded, someone who does not have sickness in his heart. God says about some of the hypocrites during the time of the Prophet. The Prophet was reciting the book for them, not me, the Prophet himself, with his beautiful pronunciation, beautiful voice. God says they are not listening. Why? في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا. Because they have sickness in their hearts. They are bigots. They don't want to listen. They just want to argue. So we connect with Imam Hussein through reason, through aql. Your faith, Shia Islam, is the most formidable, the most powerful faith. You have to support it through rationality, not your emotions. Be ready to answer through this book. And you cannot answer through this book unless you study, and you spend your life studying, and you can afford that. Don't tell me I'm a housewife. Don't tell me I'm an Uber driver. Don't tell me I'm an engineer. I'm a physician. I am this. We can afford, believe me. Cut back on the nonsense. There is a plenty of nonsense surrounding us. Believe me. We waste our time. Believe me, we waste. God says, every day passes by, you are wasting your time, losing your time. وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. But when you equip yourself with knowledge, you are not a loser. You gain. You gain. And the third connector to Imam al-Hussein, what was the first one, my friend? Your tears, your emotions, your heart, your spirit. The second one, your mind. And the third one, very important, through your manners and your akhlaq. The behavioral connector. Your conduct. How do you conduct yourself? In what way you conduct yourself in the society? How do you treat people? Prophet Muhammad puts all these in one sentence. One sentence, believe me. He was asked, Ya Rasulullah, mad deen? What do you mean by deen? What do you mean by religion? What do you mean by God? What do you mean by Islam? He said one word, only one word. Ad-deenul mu'amala. The way you conduct yourself, you carry yourself, you present yourself. The way you deal with those who are sitting with you, living with you, working with you. This is deen. Imam Hussein does not want to see shattered families. Imam Hussein does not want to see a father who's not helping his family, his children. A fugitive. You don't know where is he. Imam Hussein does not want to see a mother who's careless. She goes about her whatever, and she leaves children and the family behind. Imam Hussein does not want us to fight with each other. Imam Hussein does not want us to be suspicious of each other. Imam Hussein does not want to see someone who's physically fit, mentally fit, and yet he's unemployed. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't have a role. He says, no, you have to work. You have to work. Imam Muhammad al-Baqir, our fifth Imam, my friends, one day in Medina, one of his disciples sees him, summertime, at noontime. And you know noontime, it's boiling in Medina. Boiling in Medina. The temperature reaches 127, 130 in Medina, summertime. He was working in his ranch. He has a ranch. He said to him, Ya ibn Rasulullah, you are a scholar, you are an imam. He says, but I love to work. Whenever I have some spare time, I love to work myself. I don't want to sit and relax. Yes, I am an imam. I lead the prayers. I give lessons. I teach. I raise students. But at the same time, I love to work. I love to work. I love to generate my own food myself. I don't want to be a burden on the society. Imam Hussein does not want you to be a burden. Imam Hussein wants to see each and every one of us contributor. Work hard, my friends. We don't have much time, believe me. We are reaching the final line of our marathon. This life is a marathon. We don't have much time. Invest what is left of your life. 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, I don't know. Only God knows. Invest that in goodness, in building your community, in building your religion. and bringing people together. These are the three connections to Imam Hussein: emotional, our hearts, our spirits; intellectual, and our manners. This is how we keep Imam Hussein alive today. Tomorrow I'm going to tell you how they reached Karbala, because the Arba'in is about the story of the caravan reaching the land of Karbala after 40 days of separation. But tonight, I'm going to bypass Karbala and go to Medina, their final station, because after Karbala, they went back to Medina. But that return to Medina was very painful. Medina after Imam Hussein was dark. Imagine if your father leaves the house, the father of the family, who has children, and they are attached to him, and this father leaves the house. Even if he leaves for 1 month, 2 months, some of those children, they cannot take it. They want to see their dad. They want to talk to him. Imagine if that father never returns. What happens to that family? Imam Hussein was the jewel of Medina. People of Medina, whenever they remember the Prophet, they come to the house of Imam Hussein. They look at the face of Imam Hussein. They pray behind Imam Hussein. They ask him a question. They enjoy his companionship. Now the caravan is coming back with only women and children. Imam Zain al-Abidin said to Bashir ibn Hidlim, he said, Ya Bashir, Rahimallah abak laqad kana sha'ira. I remember your father was a poet. He used to recite poetry. Can you recite poetry yourself? He said, Bala ya ibn Rasulullah, of course, I know how to recite poetry. So he said to him, Ya Bashir, I want you to go ahead of the caravan, arrive into Yathrib, and announce to the population of Medina the departure of my father Hussein alayhi salam. So Bashir moved faster. He arrived at the outer skirt of Medina and he started reading this poetry. Ya Ahl Yathrib, Ya Ahl Yathrib, Ya Ahl Yathrib. He kept repeating, all the people of Medina, all the people of Medina. They came out of their homes, men, women, children. They said, Ayyuhan na'i, what is it? What news do you have? He said, Al-khabaru inda qabri Rasulillah. If you want to know the news, then I want you to gather close to the shrine of the Prophet, the mosque of the Prophet. I am going to give you the news. So when the entire people of Medina gathered there, he raised his voice again. Ya Ahl Yathrib, la muqama lakum biha. Ya Ahl Yathrib, la muqama lakum biha. قتل الحسين فأدمعي مدرار. You can't have peace anymore in Medina. Oh, people of Medina, people of Yathrib, no more peace in your city, no more beauty in your city. They said, why? What happened? He answered, Hussein, your leader has been murdered. قتل الحسين فأدمعي مدرار. الجسم منه بكربلاء مضرج. His body has been cut into pieces, decapitated in the land of Karbala. والراس منه على القناة يدار. But his head is being taken, he is being taken from this city into that city. Zainab alayhi salam, when she saw the walls of Medina loomed, the homes of Medina loomed, she started reciting, مدينة جدنا لا تقبلينا فبالأحزان والحسرات جئنا. O city of my grandfather Rasulullah, how can you accept us? Are you going to welcome us back? Are you going to embrace us? Because today we are returning only women and children. مدينة جدنا لا تقبلينا فبالأحزان والحسرات جئنا. خرجنا منك بالأهلين جمعا رجعنا لا رجال ولا بنينا. The day we left Medina, we were with the entire family. Our men were with us, our children were with us. Today we are coming back, none of the men are with us. All the young ones have gone. So she came straight to the mosque of the Prophet. Immediately she took the doorknob and she shook the doorknob of the mosque of the Prophet. أخذت بعضادة باب المسجد وقالت السلام عليك يا جداه يا رسول الله. She sent her salam to her grandfather Rasulullah. يا رسول الله إني ناعية إليك حبيبك الحسين. I am going to announce to you, Ya Rasulullah, the departure of your sweetheart Hussein alayhi salam. Ya Rasulullah, I'm sorry that I'm coming back alone. Your son, your favorite son Hussein is not with me. We left him on the sand dunes of Karbala. And then she turned immediately to the house. Though she has a house of herself, her husband was there. But after the mosque of the Prophet, she decided to go to the house of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. ثم انعطفت إلى بيت أبي عبد الله الحسين. She entered the house. The house was dark, gloomy, desolate. No one is there. The house is deserted. She asked the Jariya, one of the women, to shut the door so she can lament Imam Hussein and cry for him by herself. منازل كانت نيرات بأهلها تولى عليها غبرة وقتام. ألا لا تزان الدار إلا بأهلها على الدار من بعد الحسين سلام. While Zainab, she looked at the room of Imam Hussein empty. His bed is empty. His prayers place is empty. While she was circulating in the house, someone knocked at the door. One of the ladies went there to open the door. She came back. She said, Sayyidati, inna imra'atan waquran ala al-bab. An honorable lady, she seems honorable, standing at the door. تقول أنا أم البنين. And my name is al-Banin. I came to stand with you, with Zainab and her sisters. Zainab said, of course, open the door for her. إنها شريكتنا في العزاء. She's our partner. She's our partner in this tragedy. She lost 4 of her children. Once al-Banin entered the house, the moment she saw the face of Zainab, nadat, she screamed, wa waladah wa Husayna. Zainab answered her, wa akhah wa Abbasah. أفاطم لو خلت الحسين مجدلا وقد مات عطشانا بشط فراتي إذا للطمت الخد فاطم عنده وأجريت دمع العين في الوجنات. نسألك اللهم وندعوك باسمك العظيم الأعظم الأعز الأجل الأكرم يا الله. Inshallah, Hajj Mushtaba will continue few minutes with Farsi recitation, inshallah. Sallu ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. We have the majlis tomorrow at 7 p.m. in English and Saturday at 7 p.m. in Arabic, inshallah. Sallu ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
عليه سلامتش. اللهم صل على محمد و آل محمد. یه صلواتی بفرستید که دل خانم حاج خانم سعید هم خوشحال بشه. صلو علی محمد و آل محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. صلی الله علیک یا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. همه با هم السلام وعلى علي ابن الحسين زندگی کائنات بسته به موی حسین، زائر بیت خداست زائر کوی حسین. زخم جبینش زند خنده به سنگ بلا، خون جبین می شود آب وضوی حسین. چشمه زخم تنش چشمه فیض خداست، آب بقا را بقاست خون گلوی حسین. حسین جان ای دادخواه اطرت و قرآن بیا بیا، وی زخم دین به تیغ تو درمان بیا بیا. از زخم هر شهید ندا می شود بلند، کای التیام زخم شهیدان بیا بیا. تا چند شیعه ناله ابن الحسن زند، ای شیعه را پناه و نگهبان بیا بیا. تا کیسر حسین به دروازه های شام بر نی کند تلاوت قرآن بیا بیا. تا کی گلان سوخته وی پایشان خونین بود زخار مغیلان بیا بیا. تا کی میان مقتل خون دست و پا زند جدد حسین با لب عطشان بیا بیا. تا کی مهار ناقه زینب به دست شم با اشک چشم و موی پریشان بیا بیا. ابن الحسن ابن الحسن ابن الحسن آقا جان. اربعین آمد دلم را غم گرفت، بهر زینب عالمی ماتم گرفت. سوز اهل آسمان آید به گوش، ناله صاحب زمان آید به گوش. جان اهل بیت اسمت بر لب است، کاروان سالار آنها زینب است. زینب 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 کانون وفا، زینب کانون وفا، زینب کانون وفا، زینب 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 کانون وفا، زینب کانون وفا، زینب. عزیزان تشریف بیارید جلو، 2 دقیقه سینه زنی انجام میدیم. انشاءالله فردا شب چون جمعه شب خواهد بود بیشتر در خدمتون خواهیم بود. ای گل زهرا هستی زینب، ای گل زهرا هستی زینب، بی تو جان من آمده بر لب، بی تو جان من آمده بر لب. ای که باشد غیر تو محرابم، آمدم بر تو زیارت خانم. ای حسین جانم، ای حسین جانم، بر مشام آید عطر دل جوید، بر مشام آید عطر دل جوید، خواهرت گردید زائر کویت. ای حسین جانم، ای حسین جانم، ای هر بلا را بر جان خریدم من، ای حسین جانم، ای حسین جانم، آمدم با تو راز دل گویم.